M39-43 Finnish Sniper. This is the white crow of the sniper rifles, a unicorn shooting lasers from its eyes and pooping the rainbow. Basically, it is extremely rare and hard to find a rifle. When Finland was trying to develop their really unique and good sniper rifle in the early 1940s, they already had the lessons learned from the Winter War against the Soviets, and they could see the value of the snipers on the battlefield. And I know Simohaja never used the scoped rifle, but the people in charge of the Finnish army, they wanted to have a scope rifle. There were different attempts using the capture equipment and things like this, but M39-43 was their brainchild, and they opted out to put the Ajax German scope for power on that rifle. At that time, this was the best glass on the market. I'm not saying the best scope, it was right on the top there, but it was for sure the best glass on the market. I have many different World War II period time scopes, and I gotta tell you guys that the glass on those Ajax scopes is amazing. So the Finland was thinking about getting roughly 2,000 of those rifles, if my information is correct, and there's not that much known about these rifles, so forgive me if I'm making some mistakes, but from my understanding they wanted to have 2,000 of these at the beginning. Unfortunately, Germans approved the sale of only 500 scopes, and you have to understand 1943 was really rough time for the Hitler's Germany. They were taking a beating. They just come out from the beating from Stalingrad. Germans too understood very well the importance of the sniper program by that time, so everything was rebooting on their end, and I'm actually shocked that they approved sale of 500 units to Finland. Maybe because they wanted to keep Finland happy, and they were hoping that the Finland can engage a little bit more on the front against the Russians, but that's the speculation for a different time. What happened was the 500 units was shipped, and I think 2 for tryouts were shipped. Sometimes you will see those rifles with the mount numbered a little bit over 500, and I seen those rifles. I seen at least one, and it was a legitimate rifle, and I think it was still like low, very low 500s, but above 500. So idea is some collectors are thinking that Finland did that because they want to have some spare parts possibly, or maybe they were hoping to get more of those scopes from Germans. We don't know that, but yes, they are legitimate M39-43 with the basically the over 500 number on the side of the mount, and they're they look good. I haven't seen one with the scope, but the mount was there, so, and the rifle completely checked out. So that's something to keep on the back of your mind. But more or less 500, let's settle for 500 rifles were made. So now you understand how hard and how rare bird it is to find. So big thanks to Christian. Without his help, this episode couldn't happen. The rifle basically came from him, and big thanks to Andy, who orchestrated the whole thing. So kudos to you guys. But enough with the bullshit talk. Let's see how this monster can do on a shooting stand. Let's go. Okay, starting the shooting from 300 yards. We're not fooling around, okay? We'll go straight from 300. When I look through the board, looks like we should be on target at that distance. I do have the piece of the new technology to give you better view through the scope. That's another angle, you guys. Hopefully this will work. I don't know, it's a trigger cam. We'll see how this is going to work. So for each target, I hope to capture some footage so you can see what I'm seeing in the scope. The scope is a little bit cloudy, but we should have no problem gathering the footage. We'll see. All right, I'm pushing the button for recording for this stage, and let me see. Okay, the sound was on. Round goes to the chamber. I'm closing the bolt. Ola, we good with 300?
Yes, we are.
All right, there is some light breeze, but it shouldn't affect us at 300 yet. All right, I gotta watch out to not get the pirate eye from the scope. We'll see. All right, aiming for the middle. Boom. We are a little bit high. I see that on the scope, and through the scope, I will preserve the battery by turning off. Ola will go to 350. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that hit. I know setting on the turret is for 3, and I knew we will be close. That's close enough. We'll go for 350. We'll see how we're going to place on that target. I'm not going to make any adjustments to the elevation on the scope. We should be good for 350 yards. I don't think that's going to be a problem. As soon as Zula is ready, we'll start. All right, I'm energizing the recording on the trigger cam. Cameras everywhere. All right, let's see. Again, I should be good just holding in the middle. Watch out. Beautiful hit. Center more or less on the windage, and let me see. I seen the hit on the camera. Yep, that's a beautiful hit. And it's almost on the tip. I'm wondering right now. Ola will go to 400. Whoop, preserve the battery. Okay, we'll go to 400, and I'm going to keep the setting on the on the scope, I think, and I'm going to aim for the head or shoulders. That should work. We are gambling here, guys, but this rifle was not shot for a very long time, and I don't have any data for it, so we basically rolling as it is, and I'm glad that we are more or less okay with that ammo. Ola, how you doing?
Let's go.
400 yards, round in the chamber, trigger cam recording. All right, slight breeze on the field, and I'm going to aim for the shoulders, and I'm going to hold slightly on the right side. Watch out, don't get scoped. And look at that, elevation wise we dipped as expected, but even that holdover for the wind was not necessary. From what I'm seeing, I'm on the, like I said, you see from the reticle where I was aiming, and this is exactly where that shot went. So the 7.62 by 54 or so far is not really caring much about that wind. I'm thinking right now 450. Can we gamble? Can we gamble with the same settings? And I'll aim at the head level, and I think that that should take us home. We'll see. I'm going to keep the same setting on the turret. Ola, it will be 450, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to start the camera right away. I mean the trigger cam. And I hope this footage is good, guys. I really do. So you can see my holdovers, and you can see what's going on. All right, so we got that wind is picking up. I can feel it on my face, but that's okay. Don't get scoped again, because that camera is adding some extension. Now hold on the top of the head and on the right side a little bit. Boom, beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. Let me check. I got punched a little bit by that camera, see? It's kind of, yep, beautiful hit. Right here on the top of the chest. Oop, preserve the battery. So we marched to 450 without adjustments to the elevation. But I think at the 500 I'm going to add something to the turret right now, because we are gaining on that distance and we are way too far away now. So I'm going to put at 4 and we're going to experiment. We'll see if that setting 4 is going to take us home basically to the 500, and we'll go from there. We'll see. Round in the chamber. Ulla, we good with 500?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's start that camera. Round goes to the chamber. Before the round was in the magazine. All right, let's see. Again, I'm going to hold it on the right side, but now more or less in the middle, elevation wise, because we adjusted. And that was an outstanding call. Look at that hit, guys. I seen it in the camera. Oop, preserve the battery. I seen it in the camera already, and elevation wise we are spot on the target. So, and I pushed right, and it looks like I didn't have to. It's a great hit, more or less in the center of the target, but it feels like I still didn't have to push it to the right. But all right, so this is basically where I was aiming at 400. So we'll play the same holdover game. I'm not going to adjust the scope. We're going to 550, and I'm going to hold on the shoulders, and that should take us, again, that should take us to the plate. Ulla, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right, 550 ahead of us, and let me close the ball. Watch out to not being scoped. All right, breeze on the field. And I said, let's hold on the shoulders, right? More or less. Now hold on that right side. Okay, windage wise we are great, but we dropped like a rock, guys. We dropped like a rock. I see that hit in my scope, and we are at the bottom. So wow, I'm thinking before we'll march to 600, we have to make another adjustment on that elevation turret, or this is not going to end well. I'm going to push to probably 5. Let me lock the turret, old school system, and we will see how we're going to deal. And again, it's on the right side. I'm favoring that right side, but I think I'm being a little bit, I'm panicking a little bit with that wind. The wind is going, but it's not affecting us as that much. But it's okay. We got room on that play, right? All right, Ulla, 600 yards.
Let's go.
All right, 600 yards. And again, I'm guessing only now how we're going to land on that plate. So let's see if that gamble will pay off. So I'm going to hold in the middle. Again, I'm going favor right a little bit, slightly. Boom, I seen the splash on the plate, but let me see where we got him. Oh ho ho, neck level. That is shot hit in the neck area, which is actually awesome, because now that means I don't have to adjust for the 650. But windage wise, holdover perfect. We are a little bit high to where I was expecting to be, but that's fine. Beautiful hit on the neck area. Don't want to lose those shells. I'm going to reload them, and we're going to take it to 650, Ulla.
Okay.
All right, round goes to the chamber. We are a little bit high. We are a little bit high. I'm still going to hold probably, I'm thinking shoulders level, okay? Because we're going to dip. So, trigger cam on, recording. And this time, windage-wise, we were spot on too. All right, let me go nicely behind the rifle. Make sure I got everything. I gotta watch out for the placement of that head. I'm going to favor right a little bit again because I see that wind down the field. That's a hit on the plate, but I don't think we should favor that much right. I think if I see this correctly, I'm on the elevation wise bravissimo. But windage wise, I push to the right, and guess what? We are on the right side. So, you know what? That was overcompensating. That's on me. But I like to gamble that way. I like to gamble with that wind. It was worth it to hold it on that right side, because if the wind will pick up, because we got those gusts coming in, then I will get pushed to the left side of the target, and I will be still making a hit tons of real estate on that IPSC size target to work. Sometimes you have to gamble. 700 yards, but guys, at 700, the way I'm seeing, I was aiming in the middle elevation wise, and I am in the middle. I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to bump it up, the elevation turret, by probably half between the marks. So just to be on the safe side, I don't want that at 700 yards, the target size and the size of the post in the middle is taking over that target, it's overwhelming it. So it will be rather difficult to do the holdovers. So we will see what's going to happen with that, if that elevation adjustment is okay. Ula, are we good with 700?
Yes.
All right, she's saying yes. I'm going to activate trigger cam again. Round goes. Oh, I screwed myself up. That's what happens when you got the fat fingers. All right, round goes to the magazine, closing, and let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to aim in the middle, elevation wise, of course, and I'm going to probably hold it slightly off right. And that's a hit. Guys, I think I'm close to the neck level. And oh, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot. Holy cow, guys, unbelievable. There you go. We marched through the field, and look how we are doing. This rifle is an absolutely laser. I don't have any pads or anything. It's a pleasure to shoot. Very low recoil. Fantastic piece of the hardware. An absolutely fantastic piece of the hardware. As always, big thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this footage. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, an absolutely white crow, a unicorn on the shooting stand. And what the sniper can do, you can absolutely own that field. I absolutely believe that if we could extend it to the 1,000 yards, this rifle will control that field. It shoots beautifully. I'm actually shocked how well it shoots. The scope performed very, very well. 2.4x power scope, not much magnification, but hey, enough, right? But big thanks to you guys for watching. Big thanks to our Patreons. Patreon of the week, right here, right here. Thank you guys. Also, one more time, thank you Christian for making this possible. Thank you Andy. Those guys helped, and that's why we got this rifle on the program. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next episode. Bye.